You know what we call it in Jamaica? Washo.
Wash out tea. Yo. Yeah. My ex used to tell me about that. Yo, just try it. Nah,
yo.
Wash out tea is crazy.
Wash out tea.
You need the weekend for that.
Exactly. Sticking up the whole basement, bro.
Smells like a trauma.
Nah, just peeing out of your ass.
Yo, it's all bad.
But
that's when you're praying the Lord. Why? Turn into werewolf.
Doing gang signs and shit. Yo.
Yeah, I just feel like you have to love yourself.
Yeah, and you're right to your point too. Like body dysmorphia is real too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that happens to everyone. Like, what? Of course, like me always being like the bigger guy around like my people, but it's like I always got women, so it was like it was never really a thing. So like, I guess I'm lucky in that sense.
Women love fat niggas.
Obviously, first of all, I don't say it like that. They love cool niggas. Right? That's what it's like.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Sima, your boy Delux, your boy Ronto, your boy BlckkStar, and we got a special guest in the building. Tell the people know me your name.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Oscar Daddy, Derek Poppy, Jameson Poppy, a.k.a. Mr. Let Me See What's in the Pants, a.k.a. just playing, because I know, come on, man, I know how to move. I know how to conduct myself, man. You know, we move with demure, nah? I'm chill, you know what I mean? Very sophisticated. I'm lying to people right now saying I'm celibate. You know what I mean? We'll leave it at that.
We'll get more into it.
Shout out to our guest, Duke.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
This is Maybe It Gets Better podcast. And thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into the questions.
Duke, welcome back.
Thank you.
You were our first guest. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. I'm a guy, yo.
Yeah.
It was mad fun, bro. I'm excited for this.
It's like a good full circle moment right
sure,
now.
For sure.
So, what's been new since the last time we saw you?
Man, a lot, bro. A lot of changes in personal life. A couple more changes in terms of like the pod stuff too, and like, I mean, it's the same thing in terms of like consistently working with the pod and also like work stuff. Yeah. But it's just been fun. You know, it's just enjoying the journey, meeting some great people along the way, and like definitely excited for what 2025 has in store for me too. You know, but it's just been living the dream, man.
That's lit.
So, how was 2024 for you?
2024 was a great one, man. It was lots of growth. Lots of lessons too, which I love. I love that. I love learning.
We gotta talk about that lesson.
Yeah,
we're definitely gonna talk about
exclusive.
Definitely talk about lessons, but it was a lot of growth. Obviously, you know, I think that's the first year I worked officially with Extra Gravy as the fourth mic, and so throughout that year, it's just been amazing. Like the people I got to meet, seeing the growth in myself too. Pause if that's even applicable. But then also just in terms of my own podcast too with ROTM. You know, like seeing people come over from Extra Gravy to fuck with my shit, or like just DMing me saying, "Yo, I keep going, like I like the grind and stuff," and just seeing my own numbers grow as well, you know. So it's definitely been fun. Definitely.
Man, round of applause for that, actually.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, like you being our first guest definitely helped us set the tone, and like it's funny because a lot of the episodes that we've done, we've always shouted Gio, and like, cause we have a lot of mutual guests and stuff, some of the topics that we talk about, like you covered it and stuff.
It's honestly so surprising the amount of guests that we have in common.
Yeah, man.
So I always say like the city is small, and like
For sure.
know you're surprised who knows who and stuff.
Yeah. Now you guys have some dope guests on. You guys, again, seeing you guys grow as well is dope. You know what I mean? Like you pull up YouTube, it's like, they just uploaded. I'm seeing the views grow as well.
Yeah.
I know that's a great feeling too, right? Because like you guys are fucking working. If your listeners don't know, these guys are fucking working. Like it's one thing to have the idea to do it, but it's another thing to be consistent with it and to keep doing it. You know, so it's like salute to you guys for that, for real.
Appreciate it. You know, dropping like every week. It's not even easy sometimes. You know.
Because life is lifing, bro.
Right.
Yo, constantly.
People think like you just get on mics, whatever, and then when the cameras turn off, you just go be chilling. Like, like life keeps going, bro.
There's a lot of back end stuff that we gotta worry about and stuff.
Yeah, all that, man.
Yeah, most times I don't even want to show it, but I do it because I know this is important.
It's that routine. The routine is the most important part.
Keep the consistency and the discipline.
Yeah, exactly.
Discipline,
It's definitely creating like stronger discipline and stronger like work ethic. I
Yeah,
would say.
for sure. And this
Yeah.
nigga too, I see this guy in the gym and shit posting
You
up.
know?
Yeah,
Every week, man.
Oh,
yeah,
sir.
discipline for real, man.
Just. So, have any of your goals changed since the last time we saw you?
Interesting. It's a great question. I think a couple for sure. Actually, yeah, definitely, because it's like, I always have like constant goals that are there, but there's always more that are added on, right? Like just in terms of things you want to get done. That of course being like just a rebrand for ROTM. I won't go into too many details in terms of like specifics, but like just that's been on the list for a long time, you know, and it's just been something I've been putting off. But now I'm seeing that things are actually in motion. And I'm like, okay, good. So now continue with that. So yeah, with that, obviously the Patreon is something we launched as well. So that's also been on like, maybe I should do it, maybe I should not. And you get in your head about who would want to pay for this, like, you know. But it's like, dog, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, do it and people will come. And if they don't, they don't. But it's fine. But at least you have it there.
Definitely got to start from somewhere.
Exactly. So like, yeah, definitely goals, especially with like ROTM. Those have been present for sure, and I'm seeing like I'm accomplishing them one by one. Personal life, of course, goals are always going to be there. You know what I mean? And you're working towards that too. But of course, with the start of the new year, it's like, I told the story about how my New Year's Eve was and how I threw up for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Bro, yeah.
Yo, I gotta ask you about that, bro. What's it with laying down naked on tiles?
Yo, fam, that's the cure, bro.
What'd you hear? Is that
I'm telling you, you guys
broski?
are not party boys, man. Listen, I'm telling you right now, when you go out and you go crazy, like drinking and you go nuts, you always wake up at like in the morning times like 4ish. You're like, oh shit, bro. Like, I feel like I'm about to yak, but I don't yak ever until that one time. But before that, it always be, I know the trick. Like you gotta go lay down where it's cold. I don't know how I figured it out, but it just
with the
helps.
nerves.
You figured it out?
Yeah, I figured it out,
I
bro.
thought it was some Kong-Lee shit.
Nah,
I've never heard of that. Yo.
I don't know. I just you know, just being on a cold thing.
Maybe
it
it's
just helps.
the cold distracting your mind.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Honestly, it's just like you just lay flat, bro. It just feels good, man.
I'm just trying to think of the backstory of how you figured it out.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember either. I don't think I want to remember.
It ain't a
That's
party
all you
unless
do.
someone vomits. That's my saying.
Really? Yeah. But yeah, I brought that up because it's like at the beginning of this year, like after that happened, it's like, okay, let me just lock in, cut out alcohol, you know, just like chill. And like, let's see, like. Immediately my thought was like, because I didn't even want to drink anymore after that. I'm like, fuck, like you're getting older, your body's literally betraying you.
Yo, it's funny that you said that because I had the same epiphany. Like, bro, this year, like, I turned up on New Year's and like, bro, I woke up the next day just out of it.
Damn.
I felt sick for like almost 2 days, bro. I'm like, yeah. Ever since New Year's, I haven't drank.
Yeah.
But were you following the rules of drinking, like like eating something dry with it and everything?
Yeah, and I had a lot of water, but like if I told you I drank, like it was crazy. I had like Esplanade, a whole bottle of Casamigos. I think I had some cut water in the mix, bro.
Send prayers, bro.
But I'm Jamaican, so you know what I'm saying. We have a high alcohol tolerance.
Yeah,
and stuff,
until that 30 clock hits, you're like, whoa. You hear the Undertaker bell, like, yo. I'm
Bro,
telling you, dog.
I'm telling you, Casamigos is what fucked me up. So
No, I love Casamigos. I used to, but not the cut waters betrayed me that night.
yeah, I love you, bro. I love
cold water
water.
sneaks up on you.
Cold water.
But I love it because it's like
so
that. Yo,
good.
them little shits got power, bro. Them little shits, boy. Yo, they get it done.
They're
But
so
do you
they're
remember the
selectable.
flavor though? Was it like a gin and tonic? type?
Nah, it's the strongest one, bro. It's just dangerous.
It's
Yo,
like
I
the
think it's
margarita one.
Real ones know, dog. For sure, the margarita one is dangerous, bro. People are saying that's the brand new Four Loko.
Facts.
Oh,
Right?
I forgot about the Four
That
Loko.
shit, yo, but I'm not gonna lie, the
Four
cold water
Locos.
hit kind of like crack in the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
Yeah, they gotta put a little bit of crack in the can.
Yeah.
Got to, but I like definitely like at the age of like 30, or I'm gonna be 30 in May. So it's like, okay, with that happening on New Year's Eve, I'm like, let me just kind of clean up the act a little bit, you know, like your body literally is not the same as it was before. So let's cut out alcohol. Let's try to stay away from fried foods. And that literally, I think maybe a couple days after that, like a friend group of mine were like, yo, we're going to do this diet thing for 45 days where we're just literally just being clean and going to the gym. And I'm like, timing is perfect. And obviously at the beginning of the year, everyone tries to get their act together. But it's like, I had literally a thing that happened where it's like, I yacked for the first time and I'm like, I'm not trying to do this. You know? So it made all the sense in the world. And it's like, so like me and that friend group, we like go to the gym like a few times a week and like eat cleaner and stuff and hold each other accountable. So it's like, yeah, that's definitely a fun thing that, you know, we're doing.
How does it feel? Sorry. Well, how does it feel like after eating clean? Like, how does your body feel?
It feels good, honestly. It feels good. Like I feel like for the most part, like the older I've gotten, I haven't been eating the same way that I did when I was like 21. Because like that's when you just eat like an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
But then actually, no, if I'm being honest, that's not true. Like sometimes I'll have like some nights where I'm just being bad. Not now, but like before, where it's like, why'd you go to McDonald's and eat that much? And it's like you're just being bad. Like you had one meal today, but it was all shit. You know? And it's like you just go like, oh, I want some candy on top of that too. It's just bad. Like literally, I had a cheat day recently, and I had like fucking Krispy Kreme. And I literally almost threw up.
Yeah.
Like it was like that. And I was like, yo, I had 2, and I'm like, yo.
Once you
That's why I
stop,
asked.
and then your body gets it back again, you're like, why
Yeah,
did you do
it's like
that?
I was scared. I'm like, I'm about to yak again. I'm a bitch.
It was like PTSD once you saw the food.
No, it was like after I had it, cause like
Okay.
I'm like, why do I feel this way? I just felt like jittery and sick, and I'm like, what? And my sister's like, did you eat properly today? I'm like, no, what do you mean? I'm like, I had like a couple donuts, whatever. She's like, yo, you're grown. Like, what are you doing? You know? And it's like, and plus you don't eat like this anymore, right? So you gotta clean it up. And I'm like, shit, she's right. Like it was wild. I'm like, shit. So you're right. Your body does definitely, get used to a different thing, and like you're cooking more and learning recipes. I had fucking Brussels sprouts yesterday.
Oh,
No. If you do it right, Brussels sprouts are
Roasted Brussels sprouts, bro. That shit.
Don't fuck with
They're
Brussels
good.
sprouts.
They're good.
But what were you gonna say, Delux?
Yo, I heard this thing where once you turn 30, you start talking about magnesium.
Yeah.
Is that true? Like,
Nah,
Yo,
I
I just
refuse,
seen
bro.
that meme, bro. Holy smokes.
What does that even do? Does it help you sleep or some shit?
No, it does. It does. I
Sleep.
take it.
It helps
Oh,
you
really?
sleep,
Yeah,
but
it
there's
helps you
also a type that helps with digestion.
Yeah.
So
You
it
know
should
what
help
I-
with your metabolism.
You know what I take for digestion?
Metamucil.
No, apple.
That nigga's washed. Nigga.
You know what we call it in Jamaica? Wash out.
Wash out tea. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. My ex used to tell me about that. Yo, just try it. Try it.
Nah, yo.
Wash out tea is crazy.
Wash out
No,
tea.
you need the weekend for that. Like,
Exactly.
Nah.
Sticking up the whole basement, bro.
It smells like a trombone.
Nah, just peeing out of your ass.
Yo, it's all bad. It's all
Yo,
bad.
but
that's when you're praying to Lord. Why? Turn into a werewolf.
Doing gang signs and shit. Yo, digging up the concrete, dog.
All bad.
nah,
all
but I
bad,
was gonna
bro.
say I take like apple cider vinegar.
heard
It's
about
like
that.
lemon water.
Yeah,
That helps.
Dope. Yeah.
That shit burns though. If you do too much, it could burn up
I
your.
take like a teaspoon. I seen this girl
Jeez.
take like a whole shot of it. I'm like, no,
Whoa.
You have to be careful because it could burn the inside of your stomach, and then you could get an ulcer in your stomach.
Jeez. Yeah.
no,
No.
You're trying to be healthy, and that's what happens.
Yeah. Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
That's like I seen this guy. I tried it once. He was doing cayenne pepper shots.
I heard about this.
Cayenne pepper with some lemon. Yo, I tried it. I hated it. I was burning. I was
Yeah.
like breathing fire. I couldn't do it anymore.
I feel like that would burn your ass. Pause.
Yeah. No, he's right though. Yeah, definitely.
True.
It sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay,
Cayenne
let's
pepper.
Yeah.
move on.
Let's move on to something
Changing
else.
gears.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my
Yes, sir.
God.
Let's talk
Okay.
about some what trending topics.
Yeah, we got some trending topics. Shoot. What's been going on, yo?
What has been going on?
A lot
TikTok's
of
back.
foolishness.
TikTok's
is
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TikTok
I mean, we never
back.
lost it because we're obviously here.
Yeah.
But in the States, it was a panic for sure.
Yeah.
We've been communicating with China more.
Yeah. Like, honestly, that app is so clutch because it helps us see what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know, because like the news channels are only going to show you so much. But if you're seeing people on the actual ground saying, yo, this is what's happening right now, don't believe the news.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's,
recently heard, other countries are protesting for the States right now. And the
Where?
States doesn't even know about it.
What do you
Because
mean for
Trump
what?
is on some madness. He changed the laws about, was it like racial? There's one about there's no more equal pay based on like whatever race you are or gender.
Wow.
Like employers can choose someone to get higher pay just based on their race.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, so like
What?
before you couldn't like fire or hire people based on age, race,
Yeah.
sexuality, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But now he's saying,
oh, wow. So discrimination laws, basically.
oh, we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
discriminate as much as we want now.
And then
without
there's
any-
another law where
Crazy.
federal places, companies, and all that are not allowed to act on racial. I forget what they call it. But
DEI?
basically, he can't. In February, they can't talk about Black History Month
Oh wow.
Wow.
Any government, federal agency or whatever like that, they can't talk about Black History Month. Is what I know. In the army, they can't do that. It's not gonna be recognized. A lot of things have been taken down for their education system in the army.
Yeah.
No talking about like Black history,
That's
and this
insane.
goes for any other like race too.
That's crazy.
That's
I don't know.
tragic, man.
I don't know, because I'm hearing that. See, and the other thing that he's talking about is like the naturalization. There's no more naturalization. So like, if you're born there,
Yeah.
you don't care. You're getting kicked. So
Yeah.
me, I'm in that boat.
Really?
I'm dead set in that. Yeah, I was born in Florida.
Yeah, you were, but it's like your mom was born here, or
My mom was born in Grenada.
oh shit, yeah, so you are in that. boat.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, neither of my parents are American. I'm the only American, so I'm dead in that boat.
Yeah, it's
Like if I go back, it might be a problem.
No, it definitely will be.
Yeah.
What's even crazier is the people that voted for Trump, like a lot of them, like the Latin community.
Yeah, they're sick.
Bro,
they're
like,
sick.
your parents are not born there, and look what you did.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Wait, why would they vote for Trump if he was trying to build walls and kick everybody?
Because
that
they
don't
don't-
Thought they were
make sense.
safe.
Yeah, they think it doesn't apply to them.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, they are lazy. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't work hard. Crazy. You think Trump is distinguishing between the two of them?
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
It's also crazy because seeing the way he's kind of moshing up their economy, I've seen how there's no workers building houses anymore and stuff like that. Like he's losing a lot of the labor force and he doesn't care.
So,
Yeah.
question for you guys: do you think Kamala would have been a better alternative to the situation, or like?
I feel like
It's
she would
like-
have rode the wave that Biden like set up,
Yeah.
and then just like, not to be like rude, but like take the credit for like what the economy's like,
where was it
keeping with
headed
that
towards?
ladders.
Yeah.
And yeah, things would have been fine.
I
think.
I think
Well, like,
she
what
would
do you
have added more foolishness.
I think,
Really?
but you also have to look at how the whole world views America after, she would get elected. Like,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about that?
They would have thought she was weak
Exactly.
because
Of course.
she's like a ruler as a woman for some reason.
Yeah, and it was a lot of like a lot of pandering too, just
Yeah.
in terms of kind of like the things they wanted to pass. But on the other side of that too, there's a lot of things that were safeguards or like kind of keeping women safe.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of these like these bills that are passing, whatever, with like pregnancies and everything, it's getting dangerous, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's she wouldn't have been the greatest leader. I don't think so. I think she has it in her, but it's just there's so much noise around it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think a lot of times during her campaign, the golden moments were the ones that were unscripted.
Yeah, I heard
Where it's like,
about
oh
that,
shit,
yeah.
we have a peak of like this is a real Kamala. Like she's dope. But she was so focused on just presenting a certain way that it kind of shot her in the foot. Like
Yeah.
just not doing any kind of podcasts and all these other things. It's like we're not getting to see you as a real person, and
Yeah.
that's the downfall of the Democratic Party. You know, where it's like
Yeah.
they're not really showing that they're real people. They're saying whatever you want, we'll do, and it's like wait, niggas don't really care about that. Like what? Like why are you going with Latinx? Like they don't care. Like the Latin community has said we don't care about this shit. Like focus on
Yeah.
other bigger things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they just think that they're doing things that they think people will care about. So that's their downfall. But I don't know, man. The States, good luck.
Yo, honestly, let's not harp on that because
Yeah.
it's like it's a mess and like
It is,
You know, being political is always a tricky,
Of course.
tricky thing to talk
Yeah.
about, right?
Yeah.
So
Year just started too.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
Yeah.
also,
A lot more.
you see how here in Canada we see a lot of people doing the mass deportation.
Yep.
They're trying to protest for that. I feel like that would have happened a lot more in the States just because Kamala, she's a woman and she's black and Indian.
Yep.
Was it?
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
So like they
I
would have.
thought she wasn't black. She's like Asian.
No, I
No,
think
We're,
her
we're not
daddy
gonna
was,
we're not gonna go through a whole
yeah.
Ariana
Yeah.
situation
I was
again.
just- I was just saying.
Yeah.
Black Canadians. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go through the Ariana Grande situation again. dog.
Black Kiana.
Yeah.
Man.
What is she?
Do we ever figure that out?
I think she was Italian.
Yo,
Someone
people
told
in the
me she was
comments,
Italian.
shout out to the comment section.
Yeah,
Everybody who actually
yeah.
comment, we appreciate you guys. But yeah, people are saying like she's Italian and stuff.
That makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, her last name is pronounced Grande or something like that. It's not Grande.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently.
Yeah.
Grande, apparently.
Something like that.
Something like that. That makes
What-
more sense.
Guys, check out the news recently that Top 5 got arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
I saw it. I didn't
I
read
swear the
it.
man just got out. What
Like he
happened?
literally just got out.
On some gun
Yo, that's how
charges?
you know TPS is lurking. Everyone knows this
Yes,
though,
man.
but people don't know. Like, especially calling into states things. You think the state's federal department is like, not gonna throw lobs to our our
They're
agencies.
so
They're
happy.
like, yo,
They're so happy.
they're throwing
Nice,
parties.
man.
They're throwing
What?
parties.
You're coming into our country causing trouble? Oh, let's toss you
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
What,
Yeah.
like it threw me off because he was saying all this stuff like when he got released to the public, and then I think it was like a couple hours later he's like, "Yo, I'm a Drake shooter." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo, broski, like
I'm
I
a
re-
guy. I'm
Yeah.
Drake Shooter. Yo.
Yo, when they got him right after the Raptors game photo, I heard you
Bro.
dapping people up. He was partying with Jaylen Brown and
Jeez.
thing. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I didn't bet no money. I just told them, yo, Raptors aren't gonna win, and they won. I was like, yo, something went wrong. At top five.
Nah, like I'm kind of disappointed because I'm like, yo, like initially when he got him, like I hope this guy does better because like he
Yeah.
has all these eyes on him, but then it's
Yeah.
just like he crashed out and he was doing and fam, you know the thing about it is he has connections with like people from the States, like academics and stuff. I'm like, yo, you have all these links, why don't you utilize it in a positive way instead of crashing
Yeah.
out?
No, it's a fact. It's a fact.
I feel like he was like the 6'9" of our side.
Yo.
Yeah,
Did he
you know,
even-
yeah.
Did he even make any music since he's been out?
Nah.
No.
Not
Like,
even
why didn't he just
academics
stay in
was
the
saying.
studio?
Academics was telling him, he's like, yo, why were you doing this? Like, we were just in Jamaica. We just came back. I
Yeah.
told you to drop some music or did something.
Yeah.
And here you are doing this, knowing. And I think he got, what did he get caught? Markham or something like that?
I
What
don't
did he get
know.
caught for?
A gun charge.
Gun charge.
Ah.
Yeah.
Possession and
Come on, Hassan.
And they're not gonna let him off that.
Yeah. nah.
It'd probably be like a decade or something.
Oh my God.
I don't know, cause
His
especially
lawyer. His lawyer helped him beat, an M charge. So
Yeah, but
and this is not looking good that he let. And then, he was on probation,
yeah.
and then they just stayed it, so meaning that they're gonna bring it back now.
it's cool.
So that's what they told him. They're like, yo, if you cause any more trouble out here, we're bringing back everything.
Jeez.
Unless
It's
he's
like-
because sometimes people do get targeted, like especially someone like him with a name, and he's probably
Yeah,
like
the man was
you
just
know?
with Drake
Yeah.
on like
they're
course
sick.
He's definitely
That-
getting targeted,
you know?
but he's
Yeah.
also not helping the case.
Exactly.
He's not
Yeah,
helping.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
going on
Yeah.
and telling people you're Drake Shooter. Like, what are you doing?
He's just making the case easier.
They're
for
like,
it.
yeah, what are you doing with that?
And that beef he had with that guy too. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
right?
the LAU guy.
Yeah,
I forgot
the
his
rich
name.
guy.
Something
they just called him
03 or
Kendrick's
something
cousin,
like
bro.
Kendrick's cousin.
no,
Hit
no,
on
I'm not talking about him.
or something.
J3 or something. I
Some
don't
like
remember
that.
the
Talking about
guy's
some
name.
next guy, some
What
next guy, some like some mixed guy who was saying like, yo, you guys.
Are you
stole-
talking
Oh, in
about Wagwan
Dubai. No, it was in Dubai.
Is it
I-
Dubai guy? Yeah. The
Nah,
guy who was
I
like,
don't know
he's
who
in
that is.
Dubai and he's saying, yo, I
Yeah.
will freaking kill you. He
On
crashed out.
stream, it was
Yeah,
stream. Yeah, the
him and Ak
streamer.
were talking, and then Hassan joined, and that guy tweaked
Tweaked
out.
out,
yeah.
He's like, yo, I will kill you right now. What? I swear to God, I will kill you. And then Top 5 is like, whoa, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Like, yo, Top 5 is so funny, bro.
Yo, no, he's actually
He's like, yo,
he's
he
funny.
had the funniest story. He's like, yo, you smoked crack in the car, bro. He's like, everybody had to leave the car because it smelled so bad. You smoked crack.
Yo, nah.
Guy's too funny.
Yo, Molly youths are so funny, bro.
Trust me,
Like,
it is a straight
funny.
face with it too.
I
Exactly.
know.
But that's why I be telling people get into comedy, like
Yeah,
all the
man.
stuff that like we're living and
Oh.
doing. It's like you could go up on stage for like, but to be honest, on stage is different from telling jokes with your homies.
Facts.
'Cause man,
Yeah.
might as well boo you. Like,
Yeah.
But it's a
that's
craft to it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
It just
you gotta get
you
booed.
take your stories and you structure it in a way for the crowd to
Exactly.
be able to
Yeah,
digest
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And,
You gotta put
know?
those 1,000 hours to get your craft right and be
Yeah.
able to articulate it in a way that people will laugh at. Like,
I think the person who's done it, who perfected it recently, is Hassan Fils.
I was literally about to say
Yeah.
that.
Hassan Fils is the guy who was like, you're
He's
literally
actually
hearing him tell a
funny.
story on stage, and it sounds like you're talking to your homie.
Facts.
And
I'll-
just his voice, everything about it is funny. That I went to go get this thing, bro,
yeah.
and you're already laughing. 'cause you already
Yeah,
know.
because it's just like his
It's
demeanor.
a
how he tells
nostalgia.
stories.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, yo, the
Yeah,
homie
yeah,
just
Yo,
told me
did you
Yeah.
guys watch? Hopefully I'm not butchering it. The moving thing with the
Office movers?
Office movers.
yeah, Office
Yeah,
Movers,
watch it.
bro.
Yeah, so it's funny.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, he made that show super funny.
Yo,
Yo, not gonna lie, that shit.
I didn't watch it yet.
Him and
Bro, it's
the guy,
funny.
what's with Andy? What was his name? Cloudy.
Yeah.
Cloudy was
Yo,
so
what is he
funny,
like? Happy
bro.
Earth Strong
Happy,
Day.
You know, more life.
More
yeah.
life, yo.
You know,
Yo, what's that? He's 40
What
too.
is it? Tycho was on that. I'm only on
Tycho.
episode 3 where the man pulled up to his auntie's crib.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
man's like, yo, why are you driving up my grass? He's like, yo, that shit wasn't even good anyway. He's got caught him a fed because he working security.
Nah, I have to watch that. I have to
Oh,
watch
What is this
so
that.
on? They have it on Crave?
yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Crave.
great. Yeah, go watch that.
And
Tired
that
of
part
the
where he-
subscriptions though.
The part where he broke the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
that shit
mix
had
up.
me crying.
Yo, I can't wait for
bro.
season 2.
Dog, it's
Yeah.
gonna be hilarious.
It's
But that
crazy.
breaking the wall shit, because it's a reference to also their skit, right?
From,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
witchcraft
yeah,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
They made a couple references.
They had a
make the
lot of Easter eggs.
restaurants,
Yeah,
all of
that
that.
we don't have that.
We don't.
Yeah.
Yo, oh my god.
Great show, man.
Yeah,
I
I
wish
wish
shout
they
out
brought
to
back
for y'all.
Wayne Perkle though, but free that.
Yo,
Nah,
I
I
know they
don't
have
know,
to. Yeah,
I don't know
no.
about free Wayne Perkle, but like,
Yo,
They
the
might.
twins that they actually used to do videos with, those
Yeah.
guys used to be funny, bro. Used to always
Yeah.
bring like the Jamaican thing going and like
Yeah.
Ray
Yeah,
Perkle
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit, bro.
but they
That-
got a weird case right now.
For real?
They got a super. I seen the. That's what caught me off guard because that's why I was like, nah, don't free him because he got a weird case.
Oh shit. Okay, I guess we can talk.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's not talk about that. So
yeah, what's going on?
you did talk about this on a pod episode, but you're on our platform, and I felt like I want to be nosy and stuff.
What one?
You don't want to ask you?
Nah, bro. I'm afraid. What's going on? Dog?
Yeah.
We here though.
We're here. You can hear the tension.
Run from nothing.
yeah.
I don't run from nothing, nigga.
So yo. So it sounds like you had like a crazy breakup.
Yo.
You want to talk about that?
So I'm not talking about. Okay. No. I can talk a little bit about it. Yeah, no, it was definitely unfortunate, but I think that's definitely one thing that fell under my lessons from 2024. Just like, we just weren't compatible in the way that we thought we were. And I hate that it ended the way it did, but I think it was for the best. I think both people are okay now. I'm not communicating with anyone, but I think like it was definitely a thing that I was going through. And then I used my platform to kind of speak on it. But, it's not always going to be seen that way. Like as a creative, you can look at it as one thing, but if you're a civilian, you're like, what the fuck? You're literally talking about my business, right? And I can't talk about it. And I don't have a platform to even say, hey, this is wrong, or I feel like you shouldn't say that, or whatever, right? So it's like, to that person, it can feel like this is a direct attack to me and not an expression of what I'm going through, because it involves two people, right? And so even though I thought I was not saying too much or saying anything that was really kind of bad or anything, or being kind of fair with it, it's going to be received a certain way because it was also very fresh, right? So it's a lot of emotions are involved, but it's just it's breakups. That's what happens.
So my question for you is, being a public figure now, right? Being on Extra Gravy and also having your own podcast, and people knowing you, seeing the face and everything, right? Would you say like having a private relationship is more ideal for you, or like is it something that you like wouldn't mind like being public?
It's funny. I don't know, because this last one I guess was relatively private. Like you saw us out, this is my girl, whatever.
But you didn't mention it a lot.
Exactly.
So that's when like it's kind of private, but it's not.
Exactly. And it's like I didn't post. I made it a point not to post on like the main feed, but like on stories, if I'm out, you'll see a hand. Like people would know that I wasn't single, but I won't be about my business. Like, oh, here's my girl. Like, no, I'll do it with friends and stuff. I think that is a good way to go, just because it protects your peace a little bit.
Okay.
And also, I think it's just nice to not have to update the whole world with everything. Yeah. All right. Like, and the older I got to, the less I had a feeling to even do that. Like, I did that with my ex before this one, but it just, I don't know, it just felt like I was just at that age, and like it just felt like a thing to do,
Okay.
But I think as I'm getting older, I'm more of like let me keep the two separate. Like what you see on my IG is going to be one thing, what you see on the pod page is one thing, and so on and so forth. And it's like, if she pops up in a picture, sure, but it's not going to be like, look at us, couple goals, or I don't know. I think I'm good on that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's interesting though, like just dating as a whole, because like I try not to mention the podcast until they figure it out themselves. Sure, but I just don't like people come like, oh my God, don't talk about me on your podcast. Like,
so I just want to tell people this: we're not a dating channel, even though we talk about dating stuff. But how do you feel about dating in Toronto?
I think it's an interesting experience, man.
Okay.
You see that little smirk before you start talking?
I think it's definitely it's interesting for sure. You meet a lot of people. Bro, the internet's dangerous, man. Yeah. I haven't experienced it too much firsthand, just in terms of like the bad shit from it. Maybe I'm lying actually, but I just block it out because but it's right. The older you get, the more bullshit you kind of block out. That did happen, huh? Yeah. But a lot of bullshit just in terms of like expectations that are not even real, like things that people don't necessarily believe. Like they saw it on TV or on YouTube, like I want that. It's like, for what? It's like, what are you talking about? And I'm seeing a lot. I'm worried about a lot of young boys that are dating, right? Because they're growing up with the Tates, they're growing up with the fresh and fit shit, where it's like, yo, like,
the red pill content.
Exactly. Yo, bitch, you're at this level. Or like worse, if a guy works on himself, goes to the gym, goes crazy, he's like, I deserve you. Because
let's start a conversation.
Because I'm a what's the wording again? I'm a high class guy.
High value.
I'm a high value man.
That term's died down though a lot of times.
Thank God.
So
but
that's
like,
people need to understand. It's like it's good topics, but these podcasters sometimes they just bring it to an extremist level.
Yeah.
I think it's all about the delivery and how they do it. And I think they take certain topics, certain things to, like you said, an extremist level. And it's like, all right, like, work on yourself. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
like,
course.
obviously go to the gym, eat right.
Yeah.
but it's also respecting people and
That
respecting
part.
yourself that I
Facts.
think is missing from these topics.
Like I think the message of the red pill community is needed at this time because everything's just up in the air right now.
Yeah.
Men want to be women, women want to be men. It's a hot mess, right? So these conversations are good, but like everyone's saying, they're taking it to the extreme.
Yeah.
And they're exaggerating certain things.
Yeah.
The message is good and powerful, but
I think it's broken telephone.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah.
strong message, but somewhere along the line it got misconstrued.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's broken even within that community. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, even the people that are on the front lines of like saying things. I think it's initially should be what you said of like, yo, work on yourself.
Yeah.
Be nice to people. Like that should be period. Just that.
Yeah.
But they add more shit of like, yeah, and anyone who doesn't do this is a piece of shit. Boom.
Yeah.
Dismiss them.
all that.
Or it's like now you get to unlock this type of woman. Boom. And it's like it doesn't
Yeah.
work like that.
Mhm.
And you shouldn't see it black or white.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's
not.
just it gets
Yeah.
dangerous like that. And
Yeah.
like you said, we're in times now where tolerance is like forgotten about.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're right. There are people that are identifying different ways. You may not agree with how they're living, but doesn't mean you have to beat them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think a lot of times people think it's that. It's black or white.
Mm.
Either you
Yeah.
agree with it or you got to beat them up.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the like, yo, do your thing. That's listen. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you
but
got-
do your
you
thing.
feel me?
Like,
I'ma
there's
be
no
over
more.
here.
Exactly. There's no
Yeah.
more do your
Yeah.
thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
just. It's,
I just
yeah.
feel like you can have you can feel a way about how you feel. You can feel a way about how you want to feel about something,
Mhm.
but like you don't have to put somebody down. Nor do
Exactly.
you need
And
to
force it onto no one
yeah,
else.
like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like if that's what you like to do, that's you. That's
Mhm.
what you like to
But
do. Have fun.
Another issue is that nowadays a lot of how can I put this? A lot of dumb people have
Yeah.
a say so now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when everyone has a say so now, it's just too much noise, and
Yes.
it becomes hard to see what's real, what's right.
Yeah.
You know?
And you kind of see like who has the biggest audience has swaying the
Yeah.
argument,
Yeah.
and it goes from just
Influence.
having like a conversation to a debate, and then it goes to a Twitter argument. As you know,
Mhm.
Twitter arguments don't really lead anywhere.
Crash
it's,
out.
it's just
Mhm.
crashing out. People
Yeah.
like, yeah, this and this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna expose you now. Then,
Yeah.
then we're moving away from the whole topic.
I feel like
and-
then it goes to cancel culture and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just becomes a whole hot
It does.
mess.
Yeah.
And
We're in the era of information for sure, and like
Yeah.
you said, like discernment is not given to everyone.
Yeah.
So like we're all having a bunch of information. Nobody's really fact checking. Nobody's really
Yeah.
saying, "Yo, wait, what? That makes no sense."
Yeah.
They just take it as what it is. Oh, information. I'm gonna take it. Like,
You know what it is? Information overload.
100%.
Because you get so much information, it's like, do I really have
what
time
do I
to
know
go check?
to believe now?
Yeah.
And that's so dangerous, right? Because like
Yeah.
a lot of people that are taking all these things, they don't even know how to do research.
Facts.
It's so dangerous because a lot of times like the life path is like you grow up, whatever, like you don't have access to all this shit, and then you go to university. That's normally or like post secondary, and that's
Yeah.
where you learn how to do like research and critical thinking. You're like,
Yep.
oh shit, I
Yeah.
thought this for the whole time, but I did my independent research and I found this out.
Exactly.
But because the whole time there was always going to be conspiracy theorists that were like, I did my own independent research.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo,
But now
you
it's
can't
like-
tell me about Reddit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like everyone is like basically a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like fuck.
But you could also find things to justify your delusion at the same
Yes.
time. That's what
I always say,
overstimulation.
I
all
always
this
say
information.
I'm right.com exists.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
can, that's what I stopped debating with people. Like you got it.
You got it. Whatever you
Real shit,
believe,
like,
man.
it's
Yeah.
just mind numbing. Feels like brainwash. Like having conversations with certain
Yeah.
people that just are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't want
Yeah.
to take no for answer. But
A lot of this should also be like your internal battles. This is what you're
Facts.
supposed to
Mm.
do
Projected.
on your own and like
Mm.
find your own sense of morality.
Yeah, man.
As a young man learning how to be a man, like
Mhm.
you should go throughout your own experiences, do your own research for sure,
Yeah.
but also just live your life and try things here and there.
Facts.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, you gotta see what works for you. Everything they're all talking about in the red pill, everything that they're saying is not gonna work for you.
Yeah.
You have to figure out what is for you and apply it to this
That's
to the
like
right
trying to learn
situations.
Riz from your homie, but like you guys have two.
He's just not in the
Yeah,
field
we're
like
in
that.
two different.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Good
funny that
example,
you
yeah.
said that because like I remember like in high school I knew this one older homie and he was trying to put me on game on how to get shirties and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And like his riz was so different from like everybody else just because of who he was. Like
Yeah.
he had a certain
Yeah.
charisma, or walk. So it's like you can't really teach game. You kind of
No,
just
you
have to
can't.
learn
Nah.
it for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, my homie, cause I had a homie like that too. He's like, I can only show you what I do.
Yeah.
It's your job to take from that and
Yeah.
apply it to whatever you got. So you can't copy me because
Yeah.
you're not me. I'm not you.
Exactly.
What's gonna work for me is not gonna work for you.
Facts.
Yeah.
You're tall. I'm short. It's not. I have to
Exact-
do different shit to
Exactly.
get to her than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
facts.
what I'm doing might be too much for you. So just
Mhm.
see what I'm doing, figure it out, and apply it.
Yo,
Yeah,
another
yeah.
way of looking at it is like basketball. Like Kobe can't be Mike. You know what I mean? He
Exactly.
can emulate his game from Mike, but it's like ultimately he's still Kobe.
Yeah,
right?
he has to
So-
create his own game with
Yeah.
that.
Like you gotta learn, but I say like create your own style though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But like you can look at Kobe and be like, okay, like he got that from Mike, but
Yeah.
like Kobe,
He had his own style.
Yeah,
so that's the
style.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like his
You know what I'm
DNA
saying?
still in that.
Yeah.
for sure.
But we mentioned Twitter,
Yeah.
and you know, before we came in here, we seen something very interesting that popped up on Twitter.
Mm.
Why did Cardi B get her bum crack pierced?
Yo.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
I saw that shit too.
Yeah, this freaky guy.
Wait. I have to see a picture.
Yeah.
Y'all can't
Yeah,
even
let me
see if
explain
I
that
can
to
even
me.
find
That's
it. I don't know if you can't show the YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah.
Oh,
You guys do
yeah.
your own independent research.
Independent research.
Yeah.
The crack.
Yeah,
The
like
crack.
right in the crack. I'm like, yo, that
is
looks kind of.
pierced?
I thought that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was something else.
Yeah, it's same. This is the top of her butt crack. She got that pierced.
Like from the back?
Yeah.
From the back down.
Yeah.
Yo, if people start making this a trend, I'ma lose. I might have to just stop looking at Twitter for 24 hours.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
just for 24?
crazy?
But she tweeted first like, so I got my butt crack pierced.
Oh wow.
Someone said show his photos, and then she quote tweeted it with this.
Wow.
That's crazy.
The Gooners
See,
are alive.
yeah.
bro.
Dog,
The
Gooners,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
Gooners.
I'm screenshotting it for
Everything
research
d-
purposes.
Yeah. Free
Nah,
kid boy.
Yeah. Everything does not need to be shared, y'all.
Yo,
keep some shit to
All I
yourselves,
gotta see is I
please.
feel like once you get divorced, you go through like a very interesting period.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
even Offset, like I feel like he's just been kind of crashing
Yo, the
out.
man
a
was
little
in
bit.
that gym
God.
trying to get buff, bro.
I didn't even see he was in the gym.
Yeah.
Yo, I heard he owed DJ 10 bands and he started crashing out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Seen that one.
So
At least
crazy.
that's like a healthier way to handle it. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
you see, like he posted like a video on New Year's Eve of him like stupid drunk, and it's just like I think a long ass video. You could tell he's going through it.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's,
Yeah, you
it's
see
surrounded
that?
with women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
that is every guy knows that nigga is unhappy.
He's
Like,
not.
he missed his wife
He
and
misses his
everything. Like
wife.
what?
Yeah.
If you are posting on social media saying I'm just fine, you are not
Not
fine.
fine.
I promise you're not fine.
Because if you're fine, you're not gonna be on social media.
Exactly.
You can be chilling.
Just
doing
take your
something.
time to heal, man.
That,
Like,
that boy
you know?
hurt.
It's okay
Big
to be
time.
hurt, man. Shit
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Yo.
I don't think he knows how to deal with that shit.
Facts.
I feel like celebrities in
wouldn't.
general don't know how to deal with it. I feel like they put on
It's
this
different.
persona where like,
Yeah.
yo, everything's blessed. I think, what was it? Cat Williams was trying to diss Martin Lawrence because he had a
Yeah.
stroke, and he's like, well, Martin, like we know you're not fine. We can see you, right?
Yeah.
But then
But
he
it's
just
also
on
because
stage.
everyone is talking about it. Since you're so famous and everything,
Yeah.
like,
Everyone
you'll-
knows.
you'll
It's
see
not
it.
the
Yeah,
same
you
Martin.
don't want people in
Yeah.
your business though. Like I
Yeah.
remember when
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx was going through his health issues. Like,
Mm.
bro, he didn't tell
Yeah.
anybody until like I think his family came on and started talking about it,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So it's like I feel like even like us as people, like when we're going through stuff, we don't like telling
I
people.
don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I guess it depends. To be honest, like I think like when you're not a celebrity, you can be more selective with what
Yeah.
you open up about. But I think when you're a celebrity, it's like they dig into all your business.
Yeah.
So the stuff you don't want to talk about, people like, no, this happened. We have to talk about it.
Like
So,
look at
Paparazzi will find you at the
Travis
hospital.
Hunter.
yo, that nigga, yo, he needs friends.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that guy? Like,
Film
Wild.
situation.
So the college football player Travis Hunter with his girlfriend and stuff. We
him.
talked
I
about
was thinking
it on the pod.
Yeah, nah, they did him nasty because he tried to come on the internet and try to say, yo, everything's blessed.
yeah,
And everybody was like, nah, everything's blessed. And then they went and pulled up the footage. And I'm not going to lie, the footage had me
Damn.
scared. The man was saying that he was waiting outside of the car.
Yeah.
Had
like-
Shorty in the club
Bro.
popping it.
there was,
I heard it wasn't even at the club. It was at a house party. It was like
Yeah.
a frat
House party,
party.
yeah,
bro,
even-
on
even
Halloween or
worse.
something.
Yo,
Bro.
It's just
In a
worse.
LeBron jersey was worse.
Worse.
When I
seeing
tell
this,
you,
and I'm like,
it be your own people that be doing this to
Yeah.
you. know?
No, but the
But-
thing was,
But someone's like, yo, that's his Shorty. Like he chose that. Like let him be. Like
And
Nah,
you know, I think he
I-
did the. Sorry, see what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
no, you're right. You have to let him be. It's a life lesson for sure. But man, dog, it's tragic to watch. But you have to like once you get older, you realize, yo, stop. I can't tell him to break up with her.
yeah.
someone
But
has
it's
to go
just-
through it.
Yes, but it's like
Yeah.
there's signs like, dog, look out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not looking good, bro. It's not.
The one thing I can say about it is I hope he doesn't marry her because he's very young. 20
I heard something about it. She's her fiance already.
Yeah, but like,
they're engaged.
you know, he still has
There's time. I heard it's not fully. I don't know. But he's been calm. Like that's how you know the PR team stepped up because you don't see nothing.
He deleted his social media.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. He did a perfect thing by deleting his social media. But I really do hope that there's somebody in his life that can show him like, yo, you're still young.
I don't think he should have done, because he's a public figure, right? And he's getting paid to be in the public light.
Yeah, he signed an Adidas deal too.
You know, he just signed with Adidas. That's a big multi-million-dollar deal. For you to go delete your social media, I'm gonna be pissed as Adidas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't hurt your business dealing with your personal life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
And Shorty wildin'.
Bro, the shit she says, man, it's like, what?
So
like,
question,
and she don't care.
Do you guys think she actually likes him?
Nah. She saw the meal ticket.
She even said she didn't like the guy, but then he convinced her and it's like, what?
No, he started getting famous from, because remember, all of those kids were following Coach Prime from Jacksonville or whatever, right? So she saw the hype going up, and his car was getting pulled. So she was like, nah, I need to get in.
I heard something about her brother actually. Like, it's so weird when you go down the whole dynamic of that relationship. Her brother was actually convinced the sister to actually like give him a chance.
Yeah, because like, you know who that is in your DMs right now? Like, yo, he's gonna be like that nigga.
So the brother knew about
and it was
him.
weird because then the brother was now his best friend.
Yeah, it's very weird. But like, because when she first said, she was like, like when I first met, he wasn't my type. This, and I was like,
I heard
what?
that.
But
said
then,
that out loud,
to her credit though, she was like, no, I meant like he was in a relationship at first, and I was like, okay, so that makes a bit more sense. That looks good on her. But the other shit she does too, I'm like, dog, I don't. If a girl that's fucking with you, she's not moving like this, bro. And that's kind of what that's like older bro game that you're supposed to pass him. I was like, yo, when she really fucks with you, she doesn't move like that. But it's a lesson he has to learn for himself. Like right now, he's just lying. Yo, of course she fucks with me.
Even at like there was like an award or something. He won the Heisman Trophy.
She was sitting down.
And Shorty sitting down, not geeked. Like,
bro,
what?
I feel like she's trying to self-sabotage so she could get out of it. In a famous way.
No, but like, if she does that, people are gonna hate her.
I feel like she's used to the attention being on her.
Maybe, yeah.
So then when it's not, because I seen this next video of them at an Adidas event. It's the man's launch for his like shoe or their partnership. So he's taking photos with people and he's taking photos with other girls and stuff. She's getting mad that he's at his event. Yeah. There's video proof of this.
Literally, she's saying, do I have to be here all day? Like, what am I going to do? He's like, you can go to the room. She's like, I don't want to go to, like, what?
In front of the fans is crazy.
Yeah, in front of the people, they're just trying to get their photo.
I heard that she tried to explain it, but the explanation was so dumb.
The explanation
I was like, what are you talking about? Just leave it alone.
Yeah, the people defending it, I'm like, bro, what?
The funny part, they weren't even defending her. They're just like,
no, there was a lot of people defending her. Or like, whenever I was kind of saying, this is not cool, they're like, oh, you hate women. I'm like, huh?
Like, nah.
It's like, what?
She's cooked. She's cooked.
A lot of people are dreaming to be in her position, and she's
fumbling.
But then now the whole family, it looks like they're trying to work on him. Like, where's his family at?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how is your like?
I feel like the man probably told him, "Yo, let me deal with this. How I'm gonna deal with it."
Like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but like, where's your mom? Where's your dad to tell you, bro? Like, you about to get a ocean of women thrown at you as soon as you sign this NFL deal. Why are you worried about this one chick?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you guys, what would you guys do if you guys were his father?
His father?
Yeah,
a stern one. So
I would tell him to pull the brakes, press the brakes on the marriage. If you like her that much, do you? But that marriage part of side of it, out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, but that marriage.
So what would you do? Because for me, I would say a similar thing, but I would look at it like, yo, he has to learn his lesson, right?
Yeah.
But just don't marry the shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be like similar to that, but I would also be like, once you're ready for marriage, don't do it. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Like there's a talk we need to have, and then that's when I'm gonna have the conversations with him. Like, okay, I'm actually lay it down to him. Okay, so your life and your life partner. Do you want your partner to do this for you? This. Do you envision this person to be there in case this were to happen? How would they react? Are you okay with this? Like really walking them through like this is what life is gonna look like with the person you've selected. Are you sure?
And then he's really not gaining nothing from that marriage at all. Nothing.
I mean, companionship, emotional
bro,
support.
I'm like, you could do all of that without a check. Without she's getting a check and he's getting a headache. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, all right. I
think
this is our time to switch
I'm just saying.
I would tell him
bro.
to just keep his romantic life completely private. If he's going to games and going to events, she can go do her own thing. She doesn't have to be there.
Yep.
You know?
So,
It's a tough
you
one.
guys, viewers, please comment on how you feel about this.
So, Duke, we didn't
Yes.
have this last time you were here.
You didn't, no.
But since you enjoyed the question so much, we decided to create something around that.
Lit.
This is Pandora's box. There's a few questions in there. I can't tell you what type of questions. It might be wild. It might be calm. It might just be thought-provoking.
All right.
We don't know at this point. So we're going to give you the honors.
Oh,
and
wow.
choose a question.
All right, man. How do you open this? Okay. All right. Let's see. We grab this one. Did I get two? Whoops, my bad. All right, here you go. I got three. All right. Okay. All right. How do you think social media has influenced the way we approach fitness goals and body image?
That's a good one.
That's a good one, bro. Nice discussion question. All right, this is a cool concept. Good job, guys. This is dope. Do I have to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think social media as a whole has been very dangerous for a lot of people that are maybe vulnerable when it comes to mental health. It's a highlight reel, right? So you're gonna show your best moments. You're gonna show the very best. And I think when you add that with body image, it gets very, very dicey, right? You got people that are manipulating the photos. You got people that are manipulating their bodies, right? You have people who are getting surgery and going to the gym saying, worked so hard on this. And then a lot of people are going to believe it and say, oh my God, they did it. How come I can't do it?
Yeah.
And it's like, let's say the person actually did do that. That's their body. You may not have the genetic composition to become that. And so the amount of people that just beat themselves up because they're like, I'm nothing if I'm not this. Or worse, they go to their surgeon and show the picture like, yo, this is what I want. It's a spooky world, man. Take care of your mental, man.
Like
it shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, yo, like you can just appreciate what it is that you see and like, yo, this is hard work, salute. Because that's how I do it. Right? If I go on my page and I see someone who's like going crazy and they show the transformation, I'm like, that's amazing. Salute.
Seeing that.
Exactly, right? It's like, holy, that's so much work. Like you did that. Like I love that you're so happy now. Yeah. But no part of me goes, how come I can't do that? Like what? You know what I mean? Like, but I'm grateful though, because I think obviously I'm older, so I think this way. But if it was a kid, like let's say I grew up with Instagram, I probably would react differently. You know, to be like, yo, this is like, yo, I don't have a six pack. What am I doing with my life? What? Nah.
Oh man. So what was the question again?
How do you think social media has influenced the way you approach fitness goals, or we approach fitness goals and body image?
Body image. Yeah, just to piggyback off what you said, like, it's kind of distorting people. It's kind of distorting how people think about their fitness goals because they're seeing the end results, like you're saying. They're not necessarily seeing. It took me 6 months to get to this point.
Facts.
And it took me this amount of hours to do this, and it took me this amount of time to create these meals and put all this stuff around what I'm doing and how
the
I am
times
now.
when niggas is crying and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, like you don't get to see all of that with social media, and it could either push you forward and be like, nah, I got to do that too, or be like, damn, I'm never gonna be able to do it because he's so far ahead. You know, and you can't do that. You gotta see where you're at. Be honest with yourself. See where you're at. Look in the mirror. Once you figure that out, decide where you want to be, and just work towards that goal. It's one day at a time, one foot in front of the other.
Facts.
You know?
It's so funny because I like this question because it reminds me of like when I was like just graduating high school, and like I was like really fit. Like I was doing like football, track, working out, and I had like abs and stuff, right? And I never wanted to post it because like I had like 4-pack, but I also had, because of genetics, I had like a little like flab at the bottom. Yeah. And it never made, like, just looking at the flabs, I'm like, it never made me want to post a picture of myself. Yeah. Even though I'm like super fit and like, you know, doing all this athletic stuff. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, fast forward now. I'm like, yo, bro, I have like a good. Well, I don't know, but I got my winter weight on. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, like I'm looking at how I used to look before, and now
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I should have just went ahead and like kind of just
That's
been
so funny.
happy with how I looked and posted.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But it's crazy. Social media will definitely warp your perception of like how you look, because you'll compare yourself to somebody that you don't even know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah,
And
I just feel like you have to love yourself.
Yeah, and you're right to your point too. Like, body dysmorphia is real too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that happens to everyone. Like, well, of course, like me always being like the bigger guy around like my people, but it's like I always got women, so it was like it was never really a thing. So like, I guess I'm lucky in that sense.
Women love fat niggas.
Obviously, first of all, I don't say it like that. They love cool niggas. You know what I mean? Right? So it's like just I guess developing like a personality or whatever it could be. That was definitely helpful. But to your like back to your point about the dysmorphia thing, like you look at yourself like, oh, I'm bigger, and then you start focusing on things that it's like, well, why you like it's not there? Like your shirt is not tight. Stop pulling at it. You know,
or like going in the swimming pool with a t-shirt on.
Yeah, like, even that I never did.
I think
wife
that's crazy.
Because I'm like the t-shirt is not cool enough.
And then
bro.
it's like it looks worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like now you're stinking like fam. Now you're a big nigga in a shirt, and it's wet. Like we can see your titties now.
you gotta
It's a wet
embrace your
t-shirt
body,
contest,
bro.
dog.
Real
The guys that
talk.
embraced it, like no one really got at them, but like they
Yeah.
got at
Or
the
they
guys.
did. Or they did. Like a couple times I got at a pool party. Like, I was like, all right, I'm still cool though.
Nah, so you know,
Toronto,
like,
bro, they'll
I feel
diss
like
anything.
Rick Ross made like walking around shirtless
Nah,
cool.
actually, you know what? You're right.
Like,
I
as a
just
big
never
guy.
identify with that nigga because like
Yeah.
he looked crazy, but you know I guess you're right. Yeah,
He
there's
was on
some
the
people-
Ozemic though, like or Zemic, so it was something else. Yeah.
He was on some shit, man. Definitely.
So
Mm.
there's that. It's not how joking.
Yo, listeners, yo, that nigga has beef with them, bro. The cleaner has beef, bro. Ain't no way.
yo, shout out to our cleaner. This guy's like a bond.
That nigga just picked up the couch and dashed it for no reason.
Yo, you guys are probably wondering, like, why did these guys just stop so randomly? I'm like,
Because you heard a loud ass boom.
Yeah. So good on. So
yo,
good on.
somebody did not wake up on the right side of the bed. Holy smokes. But, damn, that's another question? Or
do another one?
Well,
Yeah,
sorry, before we do that, how do you feel about the question that was just asked?
It just
Gym guy, man.
it reminded me of TikTok. Going through the ban, a lot of people started exposing themselves about how I actually faked all this. I only went to the gym for like 20 minutes.
I lied this.
Showed off my body, showed a bit of sweat, and then cut. They get the pump, get the veins showing or whatever, and then leave. It's so weird.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But like,
Or people that got BBLs, I did see that too, saying, yeah, this was not from the gym.
yeah,
Like,
man.
it's crazy.
But I feel like all that like editing, Photoshop, and all that stuff. You know what I call it? Witchcraft.
Yeah.
No,
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's just forging your looks. Like, bro, it's crazy.
It's so sad too when I see people do that. And I'm like, yo, like, it breaks my heart for real. Because I'm like, oh, you think you need to do this? Like, how is it going to work in person?
Yeah, like, it makes me kind of look at people that go through all of that. It's like, where's your mental at? Like, why do you think you need to do all of this? Because that's not healthy at all.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, body image is something serious.
Yeah.
Like that goes through your mental all the time,
Mhm.
every day of your life. Because as I was younger, going throughout starting high school and not really being one of the tallest, even though I have bare family that are mad tall. My dad's a giant, my brother's a giant, and then I started high school as one of the short kids. I was like, damn. But then on top of that, like I was mad skinny because like I just wasn't paying attention to like being bigger. I didn't think it was a thing that was serious. But when you go back to think about it, like people probably looked at you differently, looked at you like maybe you're weird and all that type of stuff. And that is what goes through my head every time I like think about getting bigger and everything. So yeah, body image it's just important. You know, like take care of yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
We are not here to body shame. We do want people just to love themselves, appreciate what they got, because
but take accountability, y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, be healthy. For real.
Yeah,
That's I think that's all that matters. Like a lot of people, like they're not gonna have the easiest time. Like not everyone's supposed to be a slim ass. Like not everyone can be a slimmy, you know. And it's like just go to the doctor, make sure you're good. Like that's what it matters. You know what I mean? Make sure your levels are good. Like you're actually healthy. Because you're gonna be surprised. A lot of people you see, oh, that nigga's fat as hell. Yeah, he is, but he's healthy. Like everything is good levels wise. So it's like that's the important thing. You know, like don't focus too much on the aesthetic, unless of course that's a goal of yours. but don't think like, oh, I'm so unhealthy. And it's like, you're good, bro. You just big.
Learning about going
big
to the gym.
big back.
Yeah,
Learning about going to
you
the
know,
gym and seeing how people are handling changing their bodies. Some people are going to the extreme, like being extremists with that too. Like seeing people going on Trent and stuff like that. Man, I'm worried about people.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
It's it's dangerous, bro.
Yep. But when we ask,
Wanna do one more?
yeah, we'll do one more, and then
Go ahead.
Okay.
we'll switch it up.
It's a dope box too. Where's that from?
It's a secret.
Yeah.
He made the box by hand, yo. This guy.
Crafted this.
Crafted this.
Oh,
For real.
Let's see. Do you think we'll ever truly uncover some of the mysteries behind the world's most famous conspiracy theories? Do you think we'll ever figure out the world's most famous
There's
mysteries?
one that I've always been interested in. What's like in the the ocean, right? Like we don't know what's under
I was
it.
gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
It's like one of the like scariest things.
Yeah,
you could
Atlantis is
possibly
real,
think
bro.
about
Yeah,
because it's
that's exactly what I'm going
we
with.
don't know what's under there. Like, have you ever seen like what Pacific Rim when they like digged up the kaijus and stuff? Like, not to say that may happen, but like maybe something like crazy could be under there that
100%.
we don't
I
know
think
that
there
could
is.
like kill the whole planet. Like,
I mean, they
all the
said they
humans and
had
stuff.
dinosaurs, right? So,
Yeah.
like, you're
Bro.
telling me when the dinosaurs were there and something was underwater, like, something's under there.
I think there's a lot of somethings down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you hear too many stories. A lot of
Facts.
cultures are tied to like water being life and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, I recently read the story. I think it was on TikTok or some shit. Anyway, about this
Wait, you
person.
read?
Yeah, first of all, and yeah, nigga, I read books, bro. I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called Silent Patient. You guys tap in. It's fire. But no, so I was watching this or reading this story on TikTok, just kind of swiping, and she was talking about how this one time this girl was sick, like really sick, and then her mom came and she's like giving her medicine and nothing was helping, and her mom's like, okay, it's time. She's like, what do you mean? So it's like they go swimming. She's like, I don't want to go swimming at night only. They go in the ocean, they go underwater, and they keep going. And keep going. Her mom is dragging her down. And she's like, yo, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm not gonna be able to breathe. What's happening? They get to a place where they see like a river under the water. They go through it, and apparently there's like some land or something. Anyway, she sees people that she does not recognize at all, that are not human or anything else. They kind of brought in. They recognize the mom. They heal the girl. Apparently, I forget the details of it, but to me, I was reading that, I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, this whole thing happened, and then like they went back up. She thought it was 2 hours, something like that. It was 6 days that had passed.
What?
Yeah, comes back up. She heals, whatever. I think her mom died shortly after. This was in South Africa that this happened.
They couldn't heal her mom.
No,
like, no, seriously.
yeah,
though.
I don't know, but it was just like I read that and I'm like, this is weird. Even if it's fake, sure, whatever. But it's just the fact that like there's something under there, and even my mom telling me stories about like her and her brother seeing like mermaid-looking like creatures or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't mess with water at all. Bro.
Nah, I leave it alone.
Yeah.
But I think to stuff like that, there's some truth about it, because like they make movies and stuff on it, and I always say like if they make a movie about something, there's something behind that that gave them the idea to make the movie, right? So yeah, things like that. I think there might be something to it, especially in the ocean.
Yo,
man, yeah, because like a land, they say as above, so below, right? So like. If this is all happening above ground, there has to be a civilization underneath.
I heard people say space is underwater. I'm like, all right, chill out.
Yo,
I didn't
that was
that's really a portal.
People say the real mission of NASA is to actually explore below in the water.
Yeah,
not the sun.
That would have been the craziest like.
Bro, it gets
plot
spooky.
twist.
Yeah. Just the ocean itself. Don't think about it. I get chills because bro, you can't touch the bottom. It's all dark.
Yeah.
No, bro.
I can't swim.
Yeah, me neither. I want no parts, bro.
I feel like black people can't swim.
Yeah, there's a reason, bro.
Yo, like you know, like you see those people that went down in the submarine with the PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a PlayStation. It was like some Amazon controller.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a PlayStation, maybe, but
Like Dreamcast controller.
Yo, I couldn't believe it. I said,
that was ridiculous.
And then they showed like the diagrams, and then it imploded, and people are like, they're still down there. Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
So, sorry for changing the topic, but I did want to ask Duke something.
Yeah.
Why creams and nightmares?
Yo, listeners, Creams and Nightmares was the name of the title that we did when they came on ROTM. First of all, he said it. Yeah. We're talking about.
I got that from Twitter though.
Yeah.
Twitter.
But
Creams
even
and
that,
Nightmares is crazy.
Hilarious. So really good title. I think we're talking about the Meek situation.
Yeah.
That's
People
how
on Twitter be hating. I heard that. I'm like, wow.
You need to
can't
stay
even
off of
listen to
Twitter.
that song anymore.
Yeah, but like like we were talking before too. Like I like to have fun with the titles for sure. Like if there's something that's said in the episode that I'm like, oh, this is A1, it's gotta be a title. Gotta be a title. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you one more question. And we asked all our guests this. How's your mental health?
It's good. It's good. I think that it definitely could use some work. Like I keep on my to-do list is like get a therapist. Because why not? But it's tough to squeeze it with the schedule and stuff. But I think that like being more active has definitely helped. You know, like the goal is to try to go to the gym 3 times a week. Last week I went, I think it was once, but I worked out twice from home. I closed my rings. I stopped playing. But no, I think doing that has helped a lot because it's like you're achieving stuff, right? So it makes you feel a bit better as well. And then with work and everything, I was getting busy. It's like I don't feel very, very overwhelmed. But I know that if I'm not really active or doing something, I feel like, oh my God, it just feels like the world's closing in on you. Yeah. You know, but no, I think, and also just if I'm keeping it a buck, like, I think not being in a relationship is also another kind of stress-free thing because of everything that's going on. Like, because when you're in a relationship, you're responsible for someone too. At least in my mind, that's how I view it, right? It's like another person, you got to make sure, hey, you okay? And because I'm so busy, I have to go the extra mile, right? To make sure you good, you're getting all the attention you need. Like, you know that I care for you. I'm blah, blah, all these things. But that takes from somewhere, you know? So it's like you don't really have enough.
Your time management.
Yeah, you don't have
enough. So would you say you're
yourself.
like in the space to be in another relationship or no?
Not for right now, bro. Like, I need like the breakup happened like last year in October, November-ish. So it's like let me take time to just heal. And heal, and also just like, bro, just not having any dependence.
I was about to say
that, but that comes sometimes to women. It's like that sounds like some fuckboy shit, right? But it's really not. It's like because people can see I'm doing a lot of shit. It's not one of those things where it's like I'm just in a space where I'm just trying to chill. It's not that. It's really just like it wouldn't be fair to you for me to do that. You know, because it's gonna be a half-ass relationship. And salute to my ex, bro. Like for if I'm keeping it a buck, like she was mad understanding when it came to that. Like that was a concern of mine, genuinely, of being like, yo, do I even have the bandwidth to do this? Like, shout out to you because like we're supposed to hang out, or like I cancel or whatever. And it's like she's understanding because she knows, yo, you work so hard, or you're trying. So it's like shout out to her for that.
Relationships take 2 people at the end of the day, right? So for you to share that and even say like, you know what, I'm not even just gonna bounce to the next relationship when I'm ready. It's just like you're taking the time to enjoy being alone, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I think that some of the mistakes that I see, like talking to other young men, even leading a men's group, is that sometimes you don't want to develop a personality with that person that you're in a relationship. Oh, we do this together. No, you do it because you like it and you want to bring the next person into it. But if you work on yourself and you have these guys fitting, that's what I'm saying. You have to do these things. And I have to always tell this to the young men out there, like, relationships are not always going to be perfect. You're going to break up and it's inevitable, or it's, you know, it's going to see it through. But the biggest thing is that you know yourself, know what you like, that if in the situation that it wasn't going to work out, you still have yourself. And I feel like that's where a lot of young men are losing themselves. And that's why we always do our mental health check-in, because we don't want you to lose yourself. We want you to get the tips and stuff. We joke around, but when it comes to relationship, you know, we're very serious because we know how it really goes.
Why is this guy single? You guys,
you don't know my situation. Maybe I don't know.
Wait, he gave the answer one time. He said he's saving himself for marriage, y'all.
And like I said, you never know. Maybe that changed the last episode. Maybe or not. Maybe I'll fill you in.
He's married right now.
I'll fill you in.
Maybe it gets better, y'all.
Maybe it gets better. But yes, before we wrap up, I know we didn't go around the whole mental health question to everybody, but we don't have a lot of time. But I did want to ask Duke one more last question. Where can the people find you, and what do you have coming up?
Sure, they can find me on Instagram at ROTMPOD. TikTok is ROTM Podcast, all written there, and also my personal page, Duke.m, so DUUKE.m. And then, of course, YouTube, please. We have a bunch of clips, we have a bunch of episodes. Binge it. Apple, Spotify, both of those. Binge it, just listen to it. Listen to old episodes. We had these guys on. I forget the episode number, but that was a really fun one. So yeah, we're available on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, anywhere you listen to podcasts, and obviously, of course, YouTube. What do we have coming up? So we have episode 145 dropping. When is this coming up? Next week. Okay, so then we already have an episode out. If you're watching this, then you're gonna be the visuals for the episode are dropping tomorrow. So head over to my channel, subscribe if you haven't already, please do, and yeah, drop a comment, a like, tell a friend, like I always say.
Yep. Nothing coming up.
No, just that episode. The episode 145 is dropping with Joel Laban. He's an R&B artist that I got to kind of chop it up with. Real dope. His first time doing a podcast. He was a bit nervous, but it was real. We got into some of his, his upcoming single that's already out, and just some of his history as well. Real interesting episode.
And
but
no more workshops?
No. Oh, not for now. Coming soon. February, we got something coming. So yeah, definitely. That was fun too. That was definitely, the workshop was dope.
We gotta come to your next one.
Yeah, please do, man. Please do. But thank you guys.
No problem.
Before you do outro, thank you guys honestly for bringing me on. Like, this has been real dope. Like, you guys came on mine, came back here again. So it's always dope to chop it up with fellow podcasters.
It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Yep. We up.